Shubor Snem jong Nongsan Hima.
Menteri rangba ka jela Conrad sangma ni ga sngi ula plipat ba ya ka Golden Jubili jong ka Amlarem Civil Subdivision ka banne shi Snem kanthi. Haga ni ga sngi bakarpang jong ka Civil Subdivision na danlang menteri beripet nya katanat pudi puthi ubadairu MLA ka than uba alak menrembui menteri katanat GAD uba asas thana sotun ki officer na kitanat ba pher jong ka jela. Menteri katanat GAD uba asas thana sotun bakran haga ni ga sngi Ulapan pau ke jing sngokmen bandan lang hakani ke sngi bakrau jong ke civil subdivision ke bela ajing syakri haki bebuan ki benta. Ulapan rap da ke baong pilong ki badan bok ban yo ya kani kalat ba pinyo ban pen sngowi jiran kam hu menteri rang ba ke jela hak ba kani ke siam kanek kandong ke jing kerku ya phi ba dia ke Amlarem hi baro ke wei. Nak liang MLA ke than uba lak men rumbui ha bakren hakani ke sngi ulaong kalong ke sngi ke bakrau bakum ke civil subdivision ke genjo ya umau mer basan posnam Nadu balapli ka house nam shirk na spa ni punrio da menteri rang ba berem u captain Williamson sangma. Ulaong shibun ki jinon kam kidang don shibun ban kentiu shu shu. Ya ka yo ka kot ha ka than la ka dei ki lenti ki singkien ni ki wei ki jinon kam. Ha ka ni sngi menteri rang ba ulapli mau nong rem jong jing rakhi ka Jubili Ksiar ka jing kentiu ya ka nong talang secondary school sha ka nong talang high secondary school ula buru ya mau nong rem jong ka multipurpose hall ha Amlarem ka multipurpose hall ha Amlarem nong talang West Giant Hills. Habakran hagani ka jingalang menteri rang ba ulaong kani ka diga sngi bakarpang na kabenta ka Amlarem subdivision ka bementa ka rakhe ya ka Jubili Ksiar jongka. Menteri rang ba ulaong kalong ka AKA ka basngokmen bakinong mikmat jong ka Amlarem ki say wala shibun ki jing ki kendo akitu ki por. Ka jingi I janga jongki ka wanra ya ka jimentoy ya ki pat ba ulaong. Ula benrap da ka baong banang ni syakmat Gindang ya treshi tom shu ban kan tiyo ka dong ban ka than hagi benta ba pher. Haka ni sngi menteri rang ba ula pen benaru ba ka sorkar kan sepen urlong ya jing klang ki pat ba bandan ka mini secretariat bat shan an samang pisano bat kloy an pentreno ya ka ula pen benaru ba ka sorkar kan sepet ya jing ki pat ba kam tam habe dei bar ka umbam umdi ka sorkar jela kan sepen urlong ya ka niru. Haka be dei bar ki surok na kaliang Conrad sangma ula pen bena baka sorkar kan sepen bahai ki surok baro kamtam yaki internal road nakabenta ka jimentoy ki pat ba.
Of Nong Talang Government Higher Secondary School. Requesting Shri Dibor Blok Tariam. Requesting the
that we have such a beautiful day where we are starting this program of this year-long celebration that we'll have. I though would like to apologize. The program was supposed to start on 12th of November because that is the day when this subdivision was inaugurated. But as some of you know, that there is a very big program of Ekta Divas organized at the Prime Minister's office level, and different chief ministers have been asked to attend on different days. It just so happens that my date happens to be 12th of November. And that is the reason why I could not avoid that program, because we have necessary instructions from Prime Minister's office to attend on that particular day. Don't want to spend too much time speaking now, because I feel that there'll be a lot of interaction in the post session, in the second part. But I would like to take this moment to ask each and every one of you to reflect back at these last 50 years that this subdivision has been in existence. We in fact have the youngest subdivision and the oldest subdivision sitting together. So the oldest subdivision is right here in Amlarem, and the youngest subdivision is Patharkama, 2022. And I'm sure that this journey has been very challenging, yet I'm sure it has been very, very exciting. And I would like to take a moment to remember Shri Anuel Pochna and Shri Jondeng Pormen, the leaders, the visionary leaders I should say, who had started or taken the decision to go ahead with this civil subdivision. And I also would like to take this moment to remember the generosity of Shri Renswit Jungai and Shri Welbin Jungai. Some of you may know, some of you may not know, but they were the ones who donated the land for the civil subdivision office. And I also would like to take a moment to remember all the other individuals, the former MLAs, MDCs, current MLAs, MDCs, the former and ex civil SDOs, and all the officers who have contributed to making this civil subdivision what it is today. And the kind of contributions that have been made have been immense. A lot of changes have taken place. A lot of service has been given to the people. And I do hope that in the coming days and years also, we will continue to work with complete dedication towards the people of this area, and especially the citizens of Amlarem Civil Subdivision. As a government, it has always been our endeavor to bring the administration closer to the people. If you have seen in the past 7.5 years, two very important things we have been doing when it comes to administration. Number one, we have been trying to expand the different offices, whether new civil subdivisions, new blocks, and other administrative offices. We have tried to open as many of them as possible so that more service can be given to our people and our citizens. We have also realized that opening new offices is not the only thing that we should do, but ensuring that the existing offices work in a much better way is again another area of big concern. It is based on that, if you have seen that in the last 7.5 years, all 46 existing blocks got new buildings in the block offices. All of them. And all the new block offices, 10 of them were created. Funds have been sanctioned for all the 10 block offices to have a new office building. Because we realized that without having the infrastructure, no matter how many offices we may have, we will not be able to provide the service to our people. This thought process has gone into every aspect of governance. You look at the government schools. Under the leadership of Mr. Nakmen Rimboy, in the last term, we started the mission education. There was a massive challenge in front of us. where the education department came and said we'll require over 2,000 crores if we have to revamp all the schools and colleges in the state. I remember during that presentation, Malakman and I, we were just staring at the screen for about 10 minutes, didn't know what to do. Where will we get 2,000 crores from? Let us start somewhere. If we keep looking at this big mountain and this Mount Everest in front of us, and we think about how we will climb it, we will never reach up there. Every long journey will start with one step. Every high mountain we climb will start with the first meter we climb. And a long journey started. And today I am so happy that almost 80% of all the government schools are today renovated or have new buildings, are in a much better condition now than they were before. Not only in our schools, but if you look at the different infrastructures, for example, our police stations, there is a huge challenge. I don't know how many of you know this, but the police department, even for a sanction of 1 lakh rupees, the file had to go all the way to the government. Which means if they wanted to buy 2-3 air conditioners, the DGP could not sanction the money to buy air conditioners. That was the status of how the financial and the procedural aspects were. If they wanted to just put a paint of coat in their thana, which would not even cost 50,000 rupees to 1 lakh, the officer concerned or the SP would have to send the file all the way to Shillong. And so we decided that let us give what we call the Police Infrastructure Reform Renovation Fund. Give untied money to the SP concerned and let him or her decide on what has to be renovated or what has to be improved. And I'm so happy to see that with that fund, today the SPs are at liberty to renovate and to improve the infrastructure at the grassroots level. We assure you this sanction will be done as soon as possible. And I would like to see that the work starts within this 1 year's celebration that we'll be having, where we'll celebrate the implementation or the initiation of the mini Secretariat office right here in Amlarem. It is the oldest subdivision and it definitely deserves a mini Secretariat. I also would like to announce and inform you that we have already discussed about other issues like the water supply. The rough estimate is about 16 crores additional funds are required. We have discussed the matter with PHE, we have discussed the matter with Planning Department, we have discussed the matter with the Honorable MLA, and again I'm happy to inform you that we will be sanctioning funds and sanction a project of the Amlarem water supply, augmentation of the water supply. Something I felt maybe they did it purposely. They put that bucket in the toilet when I went to use the toilet in the SDO's office. So I could understand that there was a hidden message in that bucket being present out there. But let me tell you, it worked. So we will definitely go ahead and we will be ensuring that this water supply scheme is implemented at the earliest. Another very important project which our Honorable MLA has been requesting time and again, this is the right opportune moment, and this year is the right year and the right time to do it. And therefore, we will be sanctioning the funds for the internal road construction of Amlarem subdivision. This is again something that Honorable MLA has been very keen. He took me around a lot around Amlarem. Again, I'm thinking that the same reason, so that I could see myself the road condition, and therefore I'm very happy to announce that we will be sanctioning the funds, and I hope that within this 1 year celebration program that we'll be having, that the construction work for the internal road renovation will also start for Amlarem subdivision. Other areas are there, but as I said, I have not gone through the details. Again, I am not one of those political leaders who would like to say something and then not be able to do it. Therefore, I have done my homework for these three, so I'll announce these three for now. But definitely the other four or five points were mentioned regarding the Amlarem school, regarding the hospital. I think the hospital, not the hospital. I'm sorry. Regarding the police station, I think some renovation work was being mentioned, but that I think is a small amount. We can look into that. There was one road that was mentioned from Amlarem to. Yeah, and there were 4, 5 more, 2, 3 more others. As I said, I have not done my homework for those, so I will refrain from saying anything right now. But we have one whole year celebration, so let us start with these, and as we move along, as I said, we will look into the other aspect of things. Before I conclude, I also would like to share with you that slowly and steadily we are working on a very innovative program or a scheme, I should say, where we are trying to bring administration even closer to the people, where my desire is to see that in the days to come, whatever public service you require from the government side, that people will not have to go beyond the block office. So the idea really is to use technology, use a front office, use the human resource that we have to be the front end to collect the different applications and services that people would want, send them at our own level in the government system to the concerned department, the DC office, and get the things approved and then send it back to the block so that the concerned citizen does not have to go to different offices and run to different offices. For example, your tribal certificate, you have to always go to the DC office to apply for it and to collect it. My desire would be to see that you would be able to apply for it at the block level itself. The block level is not authorized to give the certificate, but then they will send it to the concerned person, which is the Deputy Commissioner's office, to then get it approved, get it, the certification done, send it back to the block, and the block will then give it to the person, so that the person, individual citizen concerned, as I said, doesn't have to travel beyond the block office. This is something that we are in the conception stage. Many states have done it in different parts. Example, Telangana and Hyderabad is something called E-Seva, Me-Seva system. Some of you may have heard it. In that line of E-Seva, Me-Seva system, this is something that I would like to see. So I'm just sharing this because it's maybe a good moment to discuss this with our citizens.